Hey y'all, it's me again, Joey.
Well, ready to let them loose?
Yep, that's it. Let's see if they make us run.
Oh,
Probably so.
yeah, that one tried to get after him, but other than that, what can you expect? I mean, can you blame them? Oh yeah, they're getting after us now. Go, Joey, go!
Hey man!
They're mad, buddy. I'm gonna get in the truck. You gotta go back and get your camera.
But also, just get as many as you can off the one that the food is out.
We gotta move forward.
Do that side again. Y'all ready? Let's get started. Hey, how's everybody doing? How
Just
about
doing
you, Mr.
wonderful,
CW?
Greg.
You doing
Thank
all
you.
right?
Yep, doing for great. Thank you.
I didn't even have my mic hooked up. I got the wrong shirt on. I figured it wouldn't even show up in my
Mm.
uh,
Well, you
green
won't worry
screen.
about too much about your good looks.
Hello, everybody over in the chat side there. Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see. I have the invitation pin. Anybody wants to come in and chat with us? We need something to talk about besides ourselves.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know about everybody else, but it's just about, it's been raining the last few hours on and off, and I don't know if y'all can hear that thunder out there or not. We just liable to lose power before it's over with.
We've had a heat advisory on up here. I think the heat index got up to 106, 107 here this afternoon. It's still
Yeah.
90 degrees here right now. So it's hot, 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 and humid. So
Yeah. Trying to see who all's in here. It's already rolling. I'm not even gonna try to keep up with it. I see
yeah,
Tar Heel Beekeeper, Jack Dene,
yeah,
Wildwood, Honey Farm, Russell,
yeah, yeah.
Amon, Mike Tangway, Roy Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Carl Hassick up there in the
Barn
PA.
Hill P. Barn, Ricky Eldon, Collector Rick. Who'd I miss?
Oh, that's pretty well. You pretty
Oh,
well got
James
there for
Noel.
it.
James
We get
Noel.
Roy, Roy Pro, and
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with who this Southern Louisiana family is.
Uh,
You probably
yeah,
know, Joe.
I follow them on YouTube. I think Lee's connected with them somehow. I think they went, some of them that he went hiking or climbing with.
Okay, maybe very well could be, but
Carl, Doobie Brats.
I don't think I know the folks.
Lee's in here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. When I start
Oh,
reading,
that is Lee. That's Lee. According to Mike, maybe he's changed his handle. That's Quimby, I guess. Southern Louisiana. Is that? Oh, you're on Renee's channel. Okay. Okay, Lee.
all right,
Good to hear
got
from you, buddy. Sorry I didn't recognize you. Yeah, I've got dragonflies also. Terrible, Rick. Terrible here. They're sitting on top of my beehives waiting on, and you, I don't know if Matt's still on his way home back to St. Louis area from my place. He left here, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours ago. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, he couldn't believe my bees. I guarantee you it's hard enough my bees are bearded. He couldn't believe how bad my beehives were. I'd say out of
A lot of
50,
mine's been hanging out on front. Bunch of them.
front, sides, underneath, all over.
Yeah. I even got 5-frame nuke boxes with big old beards hanging on them.
Oh, I've got them completely covered. Double, 5 frame, double deep. I've got to get in them tomorrow and probably make arrangements to get them in bigger boxes. They're just blowing out. I was in the hospital there 4 days and then run down there today, so I'm getting way behind again on my bee work.
Philip
I'm going.
said I missed him. I don't know how that didn't slip by me.
Mm,
But hey, Philip. Yeah, I probably should be going ahead and pulling boxes off. I think the flow here is over with, but I'm just going to wait a little bit longer and maybe about another week and start yanking them off of there and get started
I
with it.
I did something this year that I never do. I've got some supers that's packed out with honey, and when I added the super to them, I just under supered. I've never under supered
Yeah,
before in my life before this year.
I can see how that works. If you don't mind picking them all up.
Mm, Heavy, heavy. I mean,
Yeah,
I've got some stuff. I've got some 3 and 4 supers on top of double deeps. I'll have to stand on the ladder to even see what I wrote on the top. I write on the lids. I'll have to get out a little baby step ladder to see what I wrote last time I was in the hive. Some of them.
hey, yeah. When I was going through Lee's yard, he didn't have no smoker going, and I guess I got a little bit too close, and one bee stung me on my hand. I figured it'd be all right, so I just kind of backed away, and I guess that smell of that sting started drawing them. I had to pull the sleeves over my hands.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Because I never wear gloves anyway. So, Matt must be listening to us on the. You need to get home, Matthew, so I can tell stories about you. I don't have to talk behind your back. Philip Morris, there's old Philly boy.
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't start up a mess, you got me plumb wore out, Morris.
Yeah, he
All
come
this,
in here and said I missed him that was what he said when he first come in. You missed me.
oh, okay. All right. I didn't see that comment either. I missed you too.
Driving home from Missouri.
Yeah, they was down in Springfield on their state, I think their
Yeah.
state one day meeting or something was today, or they had
Yeah.
some kind of a little conference. They're always out there politicking and eating. That's all they do, eat and politic.
Hmm.
That's sausage pair. So,
I I ordered me another knife here. Let's see. Let me grab it. Lisa got on there the last time that we done some honey. a few
Mm-hmm.
weeks back. I didn't. I even videoed that part, but I didn't. Uh, I never did put it out on YouTube. But I had mentioned on the video before that she said that my knife was getting dull, and I even mentioned it a couple videos back. And when she was helping me the other day, she said it again. So I ordered another one.
I've got one just like that. You know, got one just exactly like it, and the same board that it came with. Imagine down there for the bucket top board.
Yeah, well,
Or did you
I
already have
ordered
that?
it was separate, but I ordered it. Uh,
Yeah.
and I got that. The reason I got it, I actually messed up. I thought I had them both in my shopping cart, and when I ordered just this, so I had to reorder that. But what I did, if I happened to be um, uncapping, and I got a big pile of pretty white wax in the uncapper, and then I get one that's got darker comb. I figured I would just lay this on a bucket somewhere and keep from mixing them up.
Got that dark comb off. Yeah.
Yeah, do it in a bucket or something on the
Yeah.
side or something, and keep them
Well,
separated.
we met Ricky today east of Nashville and they're delivered in Creston, North Carolina. So if you're paying attention, I see you commented Tom and Matt. They don't know anything. If you want to know what's going on in the world, you got to call the old man. And they're too busy politicking, Sauceman's are, and eating. Oh, they caught me there, answered back.
Okay.
Get over here, buddy. My little dog, he's wanting to aggravate me. I've been gone. I left him home today, and he's not used to being left home. So he didn't get to go to Nashville with Matt and I this morning.
I bet he wanted to go, didn't he?
Oh, he's got the go fever. That's what my Bob used to say.
Yeah.
If the truck door opens, he expects to be in it if I'm in it. So, like I said, I've been gone all week to boot. He was home, but without me, so he thinks I've almost abandoned him.
What was I about to say? I was just about to, oh, our little dog, when we go somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
he's expecting to get to go too.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's either way he's good. If he gets to go, he's fine. But he knows if he don't get to go, he's gonna get a treat before we leave.
Yeah.
So that makes him happy for a few minutes.
Yeah. My little dog, I'm gonna have to take him, get him an allergy shot or something. He's getting, I call it dew poisoning. Itching, scratching from.
Yeah.
We got a lot of dewy mornings. The grass is wet up till noon, practically. So it's been a
Somebody needs to come in here and help us out here.
yeah. How you doing, Carl?
Let's see if I can get my other mic going here. I don't know how
Hey,
good this.
Mr. Russell Amon, how you, Russell? Haven't seen you for a spell. Come up and see me. These other South Downers won't come see me. I'm gonna have to invite you up, Russell.
Let's see what we got. Anybody got anything exciting to talk about in the chat over there? We'll get something rolling here.
Mm-hmm. I can tell tell you is it's as far as the bee situation is, we drove around them today. It was too hot to even think about it. Popping the lid or
Oh yeah.
getting in them or getting any kind of bee protection equipment on. It's just ungodly hot up here. And
That's what I did. I drove through and had my air conditioner wide open.
yep,
Philip
bees.
Philip's asking you how you doing, how you feeling.
I'm I think back to 100% for 100% of nothing. You know what that is, Philip. You know, I can go back to 100% of where I was, and that was nothing. So 100% of nothing is nothing. But I'm doing good for. I'm good. 100% good for the shape of man. Thanks for asking. I had a little. I get low potassium, Joey. You know, and I practically eat salt ice cream. I salt everything double. I never even look to see if it's taste of it. I just automatically salt stuff, and I have these spells where my potassium goes way low.
Hmm. Probably out in that heat sweating all the time. Does that,
I
you
know.
reckon?
Well, I'm trying to drink water, and you know, I
I know back in the day when we used to be outside working all the time sweating, they had them salt pills there for us to
yeah,
take.
I've
It
had
wasn't,
to
we
take
call
a
them salt pills.
salt
They
pills.
wasn't just
There's
salt. They had other stuff in it too, you know.
in the surface it was so hot. They'd make us take those salt pills, you know, to keep
Yeah.
from going into heat exhaustion. But
Coconut water.
coconut water, well, I've got some coconut oil. I don't think I want to drink it though. My flies, the horse flies, just the big horse flies, the big black horse flies, just breaking out, and I smear and have for years coconut oil on my horses to keep them little biting flies off of them, and the big horse flies. It works real well. You can buy this
Lee
high
says
dollar.
he uses liquid IV. I never heard of that. What is that? Some kind of drink?
I didn't eat tomatoes, avocado, melons for potassium. Well, I do that. All I can get. Melons, we're just now coming into season up here, Lisa. But I appreciate your advice, and I'll try to partake to it. Well, my potassium goes low, and I have to go in the hospital sometimes for a few days to get me straightened back up. I get so low I can't even think. I go to,
Uh,
I know what I want to tell people, but I can't even get it out when it really goes low. So I end up in the horse pistol.
yeah, Carl, my season's done. What little bit of tallow I had left a week or two ago got washed away with these daily rains. So I don't know how much of it I got this year. There's another one that says coconut water.
Uh, I like coconut water, but I didn't even know it was available just to buy, water
Yeah.
itself. That's probably what it is. Uh,
Yeah,
was it?
Grammy, we try to get the anything that's got the electrolytes in them.
Yeah. that's that's a overstatement of the year. I can tell you that. If you just stuck up there, Joe, though. You folks need to get settled in someplace and come Come see me and Joey. We're getting tired of looking at one another. We're gonna.
Yeah, we might make this another short night.
Yeah.
Don't have much to talk about.
Yeah. Well,
But
it's
the
that time
weather.
of year. Unless you're extracting, and I'm not. So I haven't got anything to brag about or cry about as far as my honey production. I don't know what it's going to be honest with y'all. Okay. Well,
You're queening. I got one hive. Looks like it's getting smaller and smaller. I'll probably stack on one of my nukes. There we go. Probably stack one of my little nukes on top of it. Pull that queen out.
yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna let my little doggy out. Joe, he's wanting outside.
I done forgot now, Tiny Creek. Where are you at?
Okay, keep going. Hurry up.
That's kind of the way I do some of mine during the split time. But it's really not split season where I'm at anymore, or not for me anyway. I'll have to try some of that liquid IV, Lee.
Hey, Joey, can you, if I text you a video, can you put it on the screen?
I can try.
I'm going to have to take it first. I stepped back there to let the dog out. We've got a deer that's got fawns back here behind us at the house, and she's jumping the fence. My wife's aggravated. She's got bird feeders out on them kind of like shepherd hooks, hanging.
Yeah.
Them bird feeders. And that gal comes up there. She's got smart enough. She shakes them feeders and shakes that bird feed out of that cedar and eating it. I was gonna step back there and see if I could get a little short video of her to show the folks. This is in my backyard, within 20 foot of the house.
Yeah. Try to get it.
Hey, you got Philip here to carry on. Carry on, Mr. Morse. Carry on.
Hey, y'all were having that pity party, so I thought I would join because I got plenty of bad news. It's just turning into therapy more than it is a bee chat.
Yeah. That's fine too. Spill it out.
I'm getting all kinds of medical advice here. Okay.
Now
see if I can get a video while Philip's talking. There,
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm out at the farm. I'm not outside. It's too dang hot to be out front like I usually am. I don't know how my signal will hold up, but I'm over here by the door. That's the best signal I can get when I'm inside. So we'll see how long it lasts. But no, I didn't get out here until about 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon, and all I did was turn the air conditioner on and lay down and take a nap. That's all I've done. I hadn't even walked out to the bees. I'll go out tomorrow morning. But it don't look good out here. I was, 2 weeks ago, I reported that there's hardly any honey on the hives, and then the mesquite hadn't bloomed this year. And just after I said that, I went back up north, and the mesquite trees started blooming. So I drove down here with hope that they were, but they really hadn't bloomed down here hardly at all. There's a few blooms on them, but not much at all. So it's looking like a total shutout down here. I've got one colony that had most of a super fill on it last time, and I'm gonna pull that and take it home and maybe grab a couple of frames off of here and there, and hopefully I can get 150 pounds or something. All I've harvested all year on my other 2 yards is like a little over 90 on each yard. So I think there might be 50 pounds on each of those yards that I can scrap, but it's going to be really, really bad this year. I'm looking at like 300 or 400 pounds rather than, I think I got 800 and something last year out of less colonies. We'll see.
I don't feed sugar water much, but there was one time, it's been several years ago, that it was so bad, they never did really bring, several of them never did bring any honey up into the third box, my box. They stayed down
Right.
in their two boxes. And I ended up pulling some clean honey out of them, spinning them out and putting them back and just feeding them sugar water. Try not to do that.
Yeah, I hadn't tried that. Mine, I'm mostly singles. Almost all singles now. So it's only 2 boxes, and they still hadn't brought honey up into that medium.
Well,
So I did. Last time I was out here, I fed like 18 colonies, something like that.
Yeah.
It was, and I think I'm gonna have to feed them again tomorrow. I am going to do an OA treatment tomorrow. Go ahead and get started on that. I bet they're getting overwhelmed with mites. So,
I'm going to try to text
I
this
think the
to you.
brew.
All right, send it on to me, and I'll put it on my laptop and try to play it.
I don't know if it's, I'm just doing it on my phone, so I don't know. See if it'll show up or not.
But that's
That's too bad, JW. You didn't get to... Go ahead, George.
Ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I was going to say it's too bad JW didn't get to go on that trip with Matt and Tom, because they probably didn't have anything to talk about. Probably just silence the whole way.
Matt and Tom, it was me and Matt. Tom wasn't even involved.
Oh, he was?
No.
Oh, gosh.
Don't be giving him no credit for something he don't do, because he don't do much.
I thought it was going to be the 3 amigos.
Mm-mm.
But I what I was about to say, I've got a few nukes that it was last year's queens, and I kept them. I kept robbing from them and using good frames of brood, trying to grow my production hives. And actually, one of them, the flow was still going. 2 of them got big enough. I actually had to put them in a 10-frame box. But the other 3, I think it is, they're at that point where they need to go in a 10-frame box, but there's no flow going on, so they're not going to make a whole lot more brood. And I'm saying, if I put them in a 10-frame box, they're going to have double the room to have to take care of. And this is the worst part of hive beetle season around here for us. You have to really be careful with it.
Well, I had similar. I started a new little yard, and it's literally a few hundred yards away from a yard I already had, but it's a contract I have, and it's basically 2 neighbors. And I just took some real weak, basically nukes that I had. Some of them was last year's queens, and maybe even a year older than that. And I just put together enough just to get some bees out there, because I obligated to.
Yeah.
But I decided to go ahead and just throw them in 10 frames. And when I went out there a couple days ago, those bees had filled up those 10 frames. And I got a little bit excited. I was like, man, I might need to throw a couple of boxes of drawn comb. But the privet has ended. And the other yard had filled up some supers with privet. That's one I just pulled. I got 94 pounds off of them. Pulled like 5 supers. And but then I decided to reach down and pick them and lift them up, and they was light as a feather. They was full of bees and light as a feather. So I'm going back out on either tomorrow or Monday, and I'm going to put feed on the things. Because they're just... But it surprised me how... what happened was they hit that privet flow, so they expanded real fast. But then it ran out, and now here they are sitting there like, oh, now what are we going to do?
Let's see if
But-
this is it.
Maybe if I get. She's eating out of that bird feeder. She's doing it. She's out there right now. I just now took that. She come in my backyard here in town, and she, eating out of that bird feeder.
It sure is.
I guarantee she is, and she's eating.
Did it stop?
It's just that video
Oh,
ended.
that's all of it.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I'm standing in my back door, and out there, that's a patio and a fountain there to the left where you can't see it. But she's got smart enough. My wife's aggravated. She's shaking them bird seed feeders and getting feed out of it, eating all the wife's $high bird seed that she's buying. She's got a pair of twins back, so she's not going very far. She's hungry, I guess.
They
So.
go online.
That's a
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
My question is, how strong do you make your bird feeder water?
No, it's not water. That's bird
Is
feed
it-
seed. No,
It's
sunflower
Actually,
seed.
seed? Okay, I saw that other
Yeah. No,
other bird feeder there. I thought that's what it was. So she's eating seed.
That's what I heard too, Joey.
Oh. Well, he's trying to get me to kill her. I wouldn't kill her for nothing.
Hmm.
She carried off the place. I wouldn't kill her anymore, and I've killed a jillion of them in my day. But I don't kill anything anymore but time.
Huh.
Some people's known me for years. They'll say, "You still hunt like you used to?" I said, "Yeah." Well, what are you hunting? I said, "A place to sit down."
Yeah.
All I've got an urge to kill is time. So, and that's the story of my life. Hey, Tim and Hannah, how you folks? Haven't spoke with y'all for a while. Good to hear from you. I seen you spend some time with them, didn't you, Joey? With Tim and Hannah recently.
Yeah, that was,
That was-
last February at Lee's.
Oh,
I just-
okay. Just now getting posted.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I was going through a bunch of stuff I had downloaded on the computer, and I saw it, and I said, I need to put that together. So
Sure.
finally did.
Well, I'm not computer literate enough for what you see that I put on the internet and just strictly off at my cell phone, just like I did that deal there that I sent to you. That old gal, she's still standing back there. She'll stay till she gets that feeder completely cleaned up. She knocked one of them off and busted it like 2 or 3 days ago. The wife was aggravated. My wife, she's not like me. She never says naughty words, but she's that dang doe is tearing up my bird feeders.
She's not going to quit coming to it either.
No,
Yeah.
once they start, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I've clapped at her and went out and run her off and everything else. She just bails over that that's a 4-foot chain link fence around the inner yard, and there's about a 30-acre woods just right here. We're in town, and but we've still got about a 30-acre woods right behind us. I've got a field back there. Usually she'll come out there in that field with me mowing stuff, just eat grass and stuff in the middle of the afternoon with me out there on the mower going back and forth. Never pays no attention.
Huh.
So where?
Go ahead, Phil.
Well, I saw where Tim and Hannah are on the road. I was just wondering where they went to.
Oh, I have no idea. Matt and I left my farm at 5 o'clock this morning. Met Ricky and Ruth
Oh, you did make that trip. That's good. Good to hear.
in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is just east of Nashville. They come
Right.
across, and we met them at 9 o'clock. Went to the next door to the in the Walmart parking lot and transferred the nukes to onto their vehicles, and
Y'all didn't see Cayman while you was out there?
no, we did not see Cayman. I don't even can't have an address for Cayman. I know he's awful close there to where we was, but I don't know just where Cayman lives. I mean, I don't know where his address is.
I got his address somewhere, but I don't know where. What?
This is my old knife.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to change the subject on you. I was looking at it while y'all were talking.
We're just lying to one another.
See where my cutting teeth stop?
Yeah, that wore out.
No, it just never has teeth there.
My main extractor comes from down in your territory. I got a Harmony Farms, and it's my primary extractor.
Did you get a new one, Joey?
Yeah, the new one.
Got to put your hand behind it, I think.
Yeah, the shiny one. But you see they're the same size blades, but the teeth are different. On the new one, the teeth stop back here.
I've got one just like that one there, the knife.
But these are wide enough to go on a deep frame.
Yeah.
I was hoping I'd have to break down and buy another knife, but I don't have enough money to worry about it this year. I need to just go ahead and throw one in my cart.
Randy, I guess you're talking about a Cayman. He's in Gainesboro. He just up the road there. We was probably within 10 or 15 miles of him. But I didn't know what his address was.
I got to go get my tea starting to boil over here, my water. I'm not drinking hot tea as hot as it is. I might have to put some ice in it.
Okay, thanks a lot there, Randy. Like I said, I didn't have any idea what his address was. I had mentioned to Ricky, I said, have you got it? And he said no, and I said we could possibly meet. But it worked out great. He got there about 15, 20 minutes before we got there from our direction. And he sat there and waited on us. We pulled up and side by side and transferred the nukes out of our truck into his little truck, and we went over to, right next door was a Cracker Barrel, and we went over there and had a short breakfast and visited for about 30 minutes, and he headed back east and we headed back northwest. So we got him loaded up with our portion of the bee transfer this afternoon or this morning. He's back home and got the bees delivered, I think, to all of his locals that come from us, at least. I think he told me, and I don't want to, if I'm wrong, Ricky, I don't want to put out any erroneous advice. And he said some old boy give him, I don't know, $400 or $500, and he gave it to me. And I said, well, I'm gonna blow that. You know, he didn't mention where it come from, but I got that money in my pocket and I'm going to keep it.
As long as you, spend it on some young Asian girl or something like that.
I'm going to take it down there to one of these houses of ill repute. That's what I'm going to do with it.
That's exactly where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I wish in my fondest dreams, maybe. I don't think that's too right. Everybody knows that's a lie.
Yeah, I try to keep it clean. Some guy told me, he said he's talking to his doctor, and his doctor said, you got to cut down on your sex life. He said, well, what do you want me to do, doc? Quit talking about it or thinking about it?
Yeah.
So ain't much else to cut back on. Uh,
Okay, Carl. Well, I'd rather have the deer, and they're aggravating, but I sure rather have the deer than the bear running off with it.
did y'all? How many bees did you say y'all delivered? I missed that. Debbie.
I don't. I think totally he totally collected, not just from us. You know, them folks out there on the East Coast has donated nukes too. I think he said he had a total of 35 based, and he,
Yeah.
you
Pretty
know,
good.
and I think he said he
That's nice.
had
Some of
collected
them,
about $900 in cash.
yeah.
You know, so,
Some
That's
of
good.
them's made up
That's
nukes,
good.
and Ricky's gonna put queens in them. Some of
yeah,
them. I don't know how many he had to do
I
that
think
to.
Keith Spellman brought him 4 or 5 last night that needed queens. You know, but we got a good. They had it inspected. Somebody turned him in. They had to have him inspected once he got him out there. But he got a good report back that it was really nice nukes from the inspector. And according to Ricky, the inspector was, bragged on him pretty stout.
That's good.
I'm gonna step here and see my deer. My deer's left the bird feeders. I'm gonna make sure she's not. She's been eating our petunias up, hanging within 20 feet of the back door right here, behind me. She's eating my wife's. I've got petunias for the wife on a kind of an arch deal, and they're all hanging baskets, and she's eating practically all of them up.
One day
One
JW is gonna
hibiscus
come in and eat supper.
She's eating one hibiscus plant up, totally eat.
Huh.
Is eat the whole thing. It was all bloomed out and real pretty. She's eat it all. It's just barely a stubby mess now.
Huh.
I'm gonna step here and see where she's at. I may have to run her off.
One day JW is gonna come in and eat supper. He's gonna say, "That's some pretty good meat. Where did this meat come from?" So that's your deer that's been eating my flowers.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to eat them, but I've got to where I don't like to hunt them or clean them anymore, so I don't get to eat them back.
Yeah.
One of my sons that lives out there on the main farm premises, he kills 2 or 3 every year. So I can get deer meat anytime I want it without having to. And he kills them, but he never. He just takes them whole to a local processor and pays him to skin it, cut it up, and he makes a lot of deer jerky and stuff like that, which I don't care for. I want if I'm going to eat deer, I want the real McCoy. I don't want the packaged stuff.
I think you can put that bourbon honey on it. It tastes better.
Yeah.
Yeah, might do. That's some nasty stuff in my world. I'm always aggravating Tom and Melissa about that. People like it. Ricky likes it, but I can't hardly stand the smell. I've never been a fan of bourbon. I don't want to drink it, and I don't even want to smell it. Ooh, nasty.
Took 6 hours to do a cutout Thursday. 60,000 bees, 9 foot tall, 24 wide, 3 deep, 2.5 gallon buckets of bees.
Wow.
Oh, 2 to 5. Okay. 2 5-gallon buckets. Somebody called me today about a cutout. I said, no, thank you. First, the guy said it was in the shed. He was calling for another man. And I said, where they at? I said, they in the soffit or they in the wall or what? He said, they're actually in the wall and it's a travel trailer. I said, no, thank you.
Yeah,
Oh boy. Yeah.
yeah, them little old tuba tubes in the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
And that mess. Yeah,
Yeah, and they'll get up in every one of them. That's where they put their honey.
yeah, I know it. I wouldn't do one for $1,000. If there was a advance you $1,000, I wouldn't even start on one of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, they also put in there. Yeah, them travel trailers also have all kind of little void areas that you had to cut into to get to.
Yep, nooks, crackers, yes.
Yeah, little tanks and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm like Joey. I'm not going to do cutouts anyway.
Yeah, I need to just tell people I don't do cutouts because I kind of want to do a few, but I want to pick and choose. I don't want to work off a ladder. I'm just too picky for that kind of stuff. I think you got to go ahead.
I used to do a few. I'd go look at them, take pictures, and if I didn't want it, I'd pass it off on somebody else. I used to have a list of 2 or 3 people that would be glad to do it and wouldn't charge anybody, but those days are gone.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I wouldn't even think about not charging somebody. Yeah. That's work, man. Yeah. That's some serious.
Country folks, I think they're doing you a favor. They call you and let you take it, do the work and cut them out for them and put it back together, and then think you ought to be satisfied with taking a few bees. You know, who cares?
I did one last year though for my neighbor out here in the country, and he was so appreciative. He came over and did all kind of work on getting my water situation and all that stuff. So it worked out good for me by doing one for free on that one, but that's not the way it is in the city. People in the city think you ought to do it just to save the bees.
Well, that's a good thought. I agree with that, but I want it to be your city and in your area, you know.
Yeah.
Dodd, you know how that saucepan lies. He's down there on that dirty side. You can't pay a bit of attention to what he says. You know that. You dirty side boys probably going to stick together against me, though, aren't you?
You know, I'm starting to wonder that all these migratory beekeepers. I'm thinking about becoming a migratory beekeeper just so I can go somewhere that's cooler.
Well, you'd have to go to northern Slybovia, I guess, to find some cool weather.
I got a buddy who's got a farm in South Dakota. He said I could put him up there. It's starting to sound pretty good right now.
It's hot up there now, according to my local weather.
Is it?
I'm telling you, Todd, stay away from him. He's bad news. He gets you in trouble. So he's wanting to know what the best solar wax melter is out there. For the money, I'd say that one that John Hill puts out. I've had good luck with it. Joey's got one of them. They do a good job.
Yeah. I've got mine out sitting on the table now, but we've been. There he is. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg. How you doing, buddy?
We've had too many clouds coming through for it to get consistent right now. I tried to run some wax through it. It finally went through, but just about time it'd start melting, big heavy cloud would come over and cool it all back down.
Yeah, that happens sometimes too. I just leave mine setting out, you know. I'm like you. I got it sitting on a table out there on the south side of one of my barn sheds, and I just if I could collect a little comb, wax and stuff, when I go by there, I throw it in there, but when it melts, it's down there in the pan. I'll go every now and then and clean the pan out, and clean off my board, and start another bunch. That's what I use primarily to re-wax my new, foundation with. There's who's that? Get that explorer headed towards
I see them, but I don't hear 'em.
Labadee. The Labadee bound. Got their bellies full.
Labadee bound.
They stop to
Yep,
eat.
we're about 20 miles from home.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
No.
You could kick Tom out, and he could walk from there.
we got a car full of frames. I don't know if you can see
I
that
see
a
that.
little bit.
I was trying to figure out what that was.
He's wheeling and dealing. He's talked some poor sucker out of a new bunch of frames for a quarter a piece, probably a nickel a piece. Some poor jobber trying to make a living. The old horse trader got him.
You know how much soliciting I do for these guys? He probably made 50 times what he would have discounted for me.
Yep.
Tom's a broker. He's a frame broker.
Yeah.
Tom probably got frames and a cut of the sales he made.
No, I didn't ask for that.
Tom's ears is probably burning up. That's all that JW and Matt did was probably talk bad about him the whole time they was on that trip.
I guarantee you a lot of that.
I hope they did anyway.
I don't mind. Yeah.
I didn't have one good word to say about him all day. I can tell you that. I told Matt to watch him like a hawk. He was a professional trader. He'd sting you out of your eye teeth.
I hear he's lying. He's lying about me on here now. I can hear that in the background.
It's a good thing you're not coming through too clearly, because people start believing what you're saying, probably. And
Yeah, I thought we were past.
I think he said.
We were past all the bad, but dropping out.
I couldn't tell what he said, to be honest with you.
See,
I think he said everything JW said is right. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, that's the reason.
He agreed completely.
That's the reason everything about I put out, he's popping up his phone and Googling me.
Well,
He's always Googling me to see if I'm lying or not.
better. We did get to hang out with Dad a little bit today and sold some queens for Corey too.
We sold some of them and we stole some of them. That's what happened.
hey, Brad, you need to come on in
He's got
here
all
and
the
tell us
fun
how
anyway.
hot it is in South Louisiana. Mid-South Louisiana.
And it's hot and humid here too, Brad. Up here, that heat's clear up here in Yankee Land where it shouldn't be. We had the heat advisor here today. The heat index was supposed to be 106. I don't know. And the actual heat was 97 there at one time. Here, out here at my farm. Hot.
Yeah, we were just at this conference all day. We had, I think there was like 265-ish tickets sold to it, something like that. So it was a pretty decent sized crowd today.
265 folks there. Is that what you said, Melissa?
Yeah, I think that's how many tickets they sold. Oh, Tom wants me to let you know he got to be the speaker in the main room.
I bet that old boy sitting there beside you really put the impression on him how smart he was, didn't he, Melissa? Huh? Did he really impress him?
I like him.
That vast accumulation of knowledge he's got there, that inside that.
I taught him everything you taught me. I liked him.
They all left there a little smarter and a little more gullible.
Mm-hmm. And with less money in their pocket if they dealt with him.
Get out of here.
Picked
Yeah,
him
Brad,
up.
airflow's about over with too.
Yeah. Things will be slowing down now this hot weather, especially if the rain lays out.
The weather's ridiculous. Went from 70s around here to 90s, and no grace period to get acclimated to it.
Can you all see the comments there, Melissa? Can you see the comments? I know Dodd House. I told him you dirty side guys would all stick together. See, he's standing up for Tom. Said he didn't hardly talk at all today. He must have laryngitis or something if he didn't talk at all.
Oh boy.
Paul's here right after we gave away that hive. Paul comes in.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Paul. Good evening.
I have to get my phone to read the comments because the StreamYard is on my iPad. So hold on a second. I gotta catch up.
I think, Joey, you ought to text Jeremy, see if we can't get him on here. He'll liven up the conversation.
Cajun Homestead said, I see how to keep Tom a little quiet and have him drive during the live.
I was just reading that. That's a pretty smart idea.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, he can't even defend himself.
Tom has frames to give away.
That's right. That's right. Yep, y'all put in the comments, hashtag Tom's frame.
Let's see, Tom.
Hey, Greg, have a good evening.
My screen froze, but it just had Bob going, oi, 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 oi. Like,
Oh, I know. JW. Yeah, JW and me both went in for the kill when your screen froze.
Great.
And then you were defenseless.
I was like, what is going on here? Let's see. Now I gotta go back because I got all distracted. Tom has frames to give away.
No, he doesn't.
That's what Lee says. You have frames to give away.
Yeah.
I
Well,
tell
you
you what,
said.
so yeah, you see it, don't you? Ask my pillow. We got some queens from Corey.
He gave him to
I don't
him.
know about the rest of these guys, Melissa. Tom, you guys are breaking up so bad that we really can't hardly tell what you're saying.
No.
You're going to have to buy a new.
I can hear him okay right now.
Say that again, JW.
We can't really. I can't read anyway. I get. Is it same with Joey and is it same with you? Can you tell what they're saying?
She sounds a little far off, but I can
Yeah,
hear
they were
her.
just saying. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't know
They
my
said they got some queens from.
Corey, some Corey queens. I
I
don't
could
know.
use two of them.
Yeah,
They deliver.
I tell you what, I think we're gonna log off because this connection is just really weird. And as soon as we get home, if you guys are still on, we'll log back on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we'll be
can't
home in
always tell
about
what you're
25
saying
minutes.
for sure. Really can't.
I'll put it in the chat.
I don't know. I like this. I get like this from off. I can't.
You
I didn't
took the place,
understand
Philip.
that.
You're breaking up
I'm
now.
not- Uh-oh.
Now you're back.
I said I like it when Melissa can talk and Tom can't.
Yeah,
It's a
sometimes
pretty good setup.
sometimes the conversation makes a little more sense when he can't talk and she can. Bless his heart, he's my best buddy. Or one of my best. Well, he's in the top 6,000 anyway.
Top 6,000.
You're saying he's special? Is that what you're saying? He's special?
I said he's one of my best buddies. He's in the top 6,000 of them. He's still alive. About 20 minutes. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, I thought you said still alive. I was gonna say that's a possibility too. The way my luck's been going. I could drop off at any minute. Is it how much rain did y'all get down at the farm there, Philip? I know y'all got some torrential rains down in there, didn't you?
You know, I wasn't here when it all came through, but yeah, I think it was like 5 or 6 inches when all that came through. It seems it's still not. It's pretty dry here now, but not terrible.
I can't imagine why anybody lived down there in that godforsaken place. There's just nothing down there but tumbleweeds and horned toads and rattlesnakes.
It's gonna get dry here in the next. I don't complain about rain. I don't care how much we get. I've been through months when it didn't get any.
Yeah.
Two things I don't complain about is rain, heavy supers. Don't get enough of either one of them.
I bet that'd get a little dry. You go months without rain. It don't take us long here. Go without a little bit of rain. A couple of weeks, we'd be in a drought.
Yeah, we're usually lucky to get at least one rain in July and or August. About September 15th, it starts to ease up around here finally. But it'll be bad for a while. It really hasn't been bad as far as temperature until this last week or two, that 2 weeks. But it's been a 95, pretty much 93, 95 every day. It's still really humid because of the rain.
Yeah. It's almost stifling humid up here. I had an inch and a half night before last. I had 4 inches, 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in North Louisiana, and then I moved to Texas, and they were asking me about the comparison. And it feels about the same because in Louisiana it'd be about 5 degrees cooler, but the humidity would be way up there.
Yeah.
And here it gets super hot, but usually when it gets super hot, it's pretty dry. So, but right now we're in the we got the Louisiana weather right now where it's hot and humid. Joe, you got a little bit of honey before that it all set off, didn't you?
Do what now?
He's talking about how much honey
You got a
you
little
got.
bit of honey before it shut.
Yeah, right now I pulled a little over 400 pounds, but I still got a few boxes I got to bring in.
What do you usually get?
Uh, 1,500 pounds, somewhere like that. I was thinking I'd
You
go
may
get
be down a little bit this year.
a little bit better season this year, but some of my supposed to be production hives just didn't really take off like they supposed to. Either had trouble requeening. Philip keeps hanging up. I don't know if it's on my end or his.
Oh, it's here. It's got to be here.
Yeah. He's out there in the boondocks, you know.
Yeah, I am.
Was that Max Headroom? The old show Max Headroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come in drenched. You want to be awful careful, Paul. You're getting a little age on you, you know. You're almost up to 65. You know, you'll be keeling over. You older guys, you got to watch yourself in this humidity. You remember what I told you the other night about your age? You gotta remember to pay attention.
Well, it looks like it's going to be another short night.
Well, we're coming from miles around. I've come over the peak. She's downhill from there. Heck, you just get started, Paul. Keep on climbing. Do like that little, what is that little choo-choo train says, I think you can, know you can. I could, I did.
I think I can.
Yep. I wonder what it's going to be in the morning when I get up. I'm going to get out there first light, I think.
You just about have to.
It won't get light in the morning as early as it did this morning because this is the longest day of the year. You know that, I guess, don't you?
Yep, that's right. I think it was like 11 o'clock Central or something like that.
Yep, DC just took the words out of my mouth. She's downhill now.
Yeah.
Paul, hey.
Well, the good news, Paul, time slows down when you get over the hill.
I wish it's that way. You, Joey?
Yeah.
Every day goes a little fast in my world.
You ever rolled a big reel of rope or a cord up?
Mm.
The more you roll it, the further you roll it, the bigger that spool gets, the faster that end catches up with it.
Yep.
That's exactly what life is.
That makes sense.
Just keeps getting faster and faster.
Well, Paul, you live down there in Baton Rouge, or whatever however you say it down there in Frenchy, buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put up with that hot, humid weather. LSU's almost a thing to pass in football and stuff too, so you're just gonna have to toughen up and hang in there. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I resemble that remark.
Yeah. Oh, it's the body and mind that gets slow. Okay, yeah. That's for sure. That is for sure, Paul. Good answer. Yeah, DC's got one too. He's gonna slide down the hill. Bia, if you can still hear what we're saying, I don't know if you can or not, but about the clover, ask Tom I've got 10 acres of almost solid white Dutch, and the bees are just all over it out here. It's not.
You're gonna make some honey.
Well,
I need to ride over to my buddy's house where I got some hives, see what they're doing, because he's got clover by them. Probably the only one's doing any good right now.
That is, yeah. You don't want to be trying to slide down one of them lava beds out there with all them volcanoes. Go off out there by you, DC.
Yeah.
You know, I went to Dallas. The one the crivet came in at the red line and call it for real sweet.
I didn't catch that.
You're breaking up totally now, Philip.
I said, sorry about that. There's a lot of crivet that came in and it's real sweet.
Still breaking up, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you really broke up now. Back to me and you again, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless his heart.
See, it's amazing how he had a good signal there when he first come on, and it seemed
Yeah.
like it just kept getting weaker and weaker.
Well, when you internet this time of evening, all them kids get on, get on the tie up a lot of the
Eating up the bandwidth.
Yeah. That's right, we are. Mostly JW, I think. I don't think poor old Joey, he's not insulted a soul yet, but I think I've had half the beekeeping community I've insulted about half of them.
I guess since there ain't much going on, I can go ahead and cut this one short.
That's fine. You're the man.
We got ain't nobody wanting to come in, and we're dropping off.
Well, we've grappled in an hour and 15 minutes worth of lies.
Yeah.
Or my lies.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say appreciate everybody coming in, and we're gonna go ahead and Shut her down. I guess gun line's gonna be on tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.